Welcome, kindergartners. This is week 7, lesson 35. Hi, here are some things that you should be doing every single day to strengthen your literacy skills. Make sure you watch the alphabet chant video every day. Read your decodable reader for the week. Practice your high frequency word list. Make sure you're reading 20 minutes a day and completing a reading log entry. We also want to make sure that you're practicing your handwriting skills. With a sheet of paper, practice your letters from A to Z, writing your high frequency words, CBC words, and also writing short and simple sentences. Try to do this every day.
Hello, scholars, and welcome to today's lesson. My name is Miss Williams, and I'll be guiding you through the lesson today. We will begin with our daily routines. Sit down and come together, together, together. Sit down and come together, together right now. It's time to practice sounds and blend them together. Let's practice our high frequency words and write them down. Scholars, we will begin our review by first focusing on high frequency words. The first word we see here on the screen is but. But. Can we say that word together? Ready? But. Try saying this word on your own. Very good. Let's say this word together one more time. But. Very good. Now when you see this word, you will know it says but. Our next high frequency word is not. Not. Let's say the word together. Ready? Not. Very good job. Try saying the word on your own. Good. Let's say the word together one more time. Not. Very good. Now whenever you see this word, you will know that it says not. Our next high frequency word is no. No. Let's say this word together. Ready? No. Try saying the word on your own. Let's say it together one more time. No. Very good. Now every time that you hear this word, you will know that it says no. Scholars, we will now work on our sound drill. The first sound we will focus on is ooh. Can you say that sound with me? Ooh. The sound ooh is an ending sound as in pool. Let's say that sound together one more time. Ooh. Good job. Scholars, our next sound drill focuses on the ending sound z. Z. Can you make that sound with me? Z. Good job. Z, as in fuzz, is an ending sound. Let's say it together one more time. Z. Good job. Scholars, our next sound drill focuses on the ending sound s. S. Can you make that sound with me? Ready? S. S. Good job. When we see s at the end, we can think of the word kiss. S. Can you make that sound with me again? S. Good job. Scholars, our next sound drill focuses on the ending sound f. F. Can you make that sound with me? F. F. Good job. F, as in fluff, is an ending sound. Let's make this sound together again. F. F. Great job. It's independent reading time. Let's reread our decodable reader. Press pause on this video to take time to reread the text on your own. Reread the bowling alley 2 times. Place a dot under words that you are having a hard time reading. Circle the following high-frequency words: all, hit, one, can, and will. Happy reading! Now it's time to listen, listen. Now it's time to listen for each sound in some words. We hear sounds to spell words and then we can read words. It's time to say some words now and segment each sound. Scholars, let's listen to our opening learning targets. Our first target says, I can identify the letter sounds I hear in words. Our second target says, I can write the letters for the sounds I hear. If you're ready to meet these two targets, take out your bow and aim it at both. Let it go. Bow, bow. Good job. Okay, scholars, now we are moving into a part of our lesson where we actually need some materials. So what you'll need is a piece of paper and a marker or a pencil that you can use to write. And a pencil might actually work better for this so that you can erase. Take some time and grab those materials. If you have a whiteboard, you can use that as well. So once you have your materials, and you can pause to go get them if you need to, what we are going to do is recreate the board we see on the screen. It's a soundboard. We will split a rectangle into 3 parts. And it doesn't need to be perfect. So now that I have my large rectangle, I can just put 2 lines to separate. And then I have my 3 boxes so that I can put in each sound in the words we are going to work to create pretty soon. So again, grab your paper, a marker or a pencil if you want to erase. If you have a whiteboard, you can use it, but grab those materials and draw a rectangle and then put 2 lines in the center so that you end up with 3 boxes for your beginning, middle, and ending sound. Okay, let's move on. Scholars, we will now focus on the word well for the soundboard activity. Listen to the word in a sentence. I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home from school. Well. Can you say the word with me? Well. Very good. We will now segment the word well into its beginning, middle, and ending sound. Now I want you to think about the beginning sound of well and write it on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter W, you are correct. The letter W makes the W sound in well. Now let's focus on the middle sound. Write what you believe belongs in the middle sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter E, you are correct. The letter E is our vowel in the word well. Lastly, let's focus on the ending sound in well. Write what you believe belongs in the ending sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote LL, you are correct. Remember, LL makes L, which we practice in our sound drill. LL gives the L sound at the end of well. Let's tap out the beginning, middle, and ending sound of well together. The beginning sound is w. The middle sound is eh. And the ending sound is woo, making well. Again, that word is well. Good job. Now we will focus on writing out the word less. Less. Listen to the word in a sentence. The number 3 is less than the number 4. Let's say the word less together. Less. Great job. We will now segment the word less into its beginning, middle, and ending sound. First, let's focus on the beginning sound. Write what you believe belongs in the beginning sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter L, you are correct. The letter L gives the L at the beginning of less. Now let's focus on the middle sound. Write what you believe belongs in the middle sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter E, you are correct. The letter E is our vowel in the middle of less. Finally, let's focus on the ending sound. Write what you believe belongs in the ending sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote SS, you are correct. The letter SS gives the S at the end of less, just like we practice in our sound drill. Let's tap out the beginning, middle, and ending sound of the word less together. The beginning sound is oo, the middle sound is eh, and the ending sound is s, making less. Excellent job. Again, that word is less. Great job, Scholar. Let's keep working. Our focus word right now is puff. Puff. Listen to the word in a sentence. When I went outside into the cold, I saw my breath in a puff of warm air. Let's say the word together. Puff. We will now segment the word puff into its beginning, middle, and ending sound. Let's begin by focusing on the beginning sound. Write what you believe belongs in the beginning sound box for the word puff on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter P, you are correct. The letter P gives the P sound at the beginning of the word puff. We will now focus on the middle sound. Write what you believe belongs in the middle sound box for the word puff on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter U, you are correct. The letter U is the vowel in our word puff. Finally, let's focus on the ending sound. Write what you believe belongs in the ending sound on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote 2 F's, you are correct. F gives the F sound at the end of the word puff, just like in our sound drill. We will now segment the word puff by its beginning, middle, and ending sound together. The beginning sound is P, the middle sound is and the ending sound is F, making puff. Again, that word is puff. Give yourself a thumb up. Our word to focus on now is jazz. Jazz. Listen to the word in a sentence. My grandfather likes to listen to jazz music. Let's say the word together. Jazz. Very good. Now we will segment the word jazz into its beginning, middle, and ending sound. Let's begin with the beginning sound. Write what you believe belongs in the beginning sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter J, you are correct. The letter J gives the J sound at the beginning of jazz. Now let's focus on the middle sound. Write what you believe belongs in the middle sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote the letter A, you are correct. The letter A is our vowel in the word jazz. Now let's finally focus on the ending sound. Write what you believe belongs in the ending sound box on your soundboard. Let's check our work. If you wrote two Z's, you are correct. The two Z's at the end of jazz give us the Z sound at the end of jazz. Now we will segment the word jazz into its beginning, middle, and ending sound together. The beginning sound is J. The middle sound is A. And the ending sound is Z, making jazz. Again, that word is jazz. Excellent job. It's time to spell and read to show what we're learning. It's time to spell and read to show what we've learned. Scholars, our spelling assessment learning target says, I can spell words correctly using the letter sounds I know. If you're ready to do that, take out your magic bow and let's let it go. Bow. Very good. It's time to meet our learning target. Scholars, it is now time for the independent spelling assessment. You will need a piece of paper and a writing utensil for this activity. You may pause the video to grab your materials. Now that you have your materials, number your paper 1 through 10 as you see on the screen using your writing utensil. You may pause the video to do so. We will now begin our independent spelling assessment. Number 1 is bad. Bad. I had a bad day yesterday. Bad. B-a-d. Bad. Number 2 is gut. Gut. The construction worker had to gut the house in order to remodel it. Gut. G-u-t. Gut. Number 3 is web. Web. The spider built a new web to live in. Web. W-e-b. Web. Number 4 is rot. Rot. If I leave the food out, it will rot. Rot. R-a-t. Rot. Number 5 is dig. Dig. I like to dig in the sand at the beach. Dig. D-I-g. Dig. Number 6 is buzz. Buzz. The bee makes a buzz sound when it flies. Buzz. B-u-z. Buzz. Number 7 is mess. Mess. My room is a mess. Mess. S. Mess. Number 8 is off. Off. Please turn the light off when you leave the room. Off. 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 Number 9 is fill. Fill. I can fill a jug of water. Fill. Ooh. Fill. Number 10 is pass. Pass. The car will pass me if it is going faster than I am. Pass. P-A-S. Pass. This concludes the independent spelling assessment. Great work.
Great job, kindergartners. Now it's time to check over our work. Please press pause on this video so that you have time to check over each word from 1 to 10. Let me know how you did.
Scholars, it is now time for today's activity. We are in week 7, lesson 35 on page 128. Scholars, now it is your turn to work in your at-home activity packet. Again, this is student activity week 7, lesson 35, page 128. The directions for our activity say, look at the pictures below. Tap out the sounds you hear and write them on the lines. They give us a word bank of double consonant endings like we practice in our sound drill. Remember to take your time and try your best. After you complete the beginning part of the activity, write a sentence using one of the words from above. Good luck and happy work time! Scholars, it is now time to reflect on today's lesson. I want you to think about and then answer this question. What is one goal you are working on to become a more proficient reader? Take a moment and think of your answer and share it out loud with someone in the room. Thank you for sharing. I know everyone had something to say because you've done an excellent job on today's lesson. I'll see you next time. Bye.